Aftermarket radio stuff is the worst. I don't think this is long enough. So I gotta get to that radio to replace it underneath all that crap.
What is up, dudes? It is another wonderful day. I'm pretty tired though. Ready to go get to work and get some coffee brewing. But I want to tell you about what's going on today. 2008, Harley came out with ABS. In 2014, they revised it to be a linked system. We're going to talk about that. Two different problems, one for the 08 to 13 models, and a different problem for the 14 and laters that you might face with ABS on your Harley Davidson motorcycle. So, let's get to work.
08 to 13 Touring has a wheel speed sensor connector up front that gets damaged. So, I'll show you what I'm talking about. This guy right here gets, see that? How that wire's wrapped around the... I'll pull it out and show it to you. Alright dudes, found it. Right where that wire bends up, where I was showing you. Got it broken, snapped right off right here. Got it snapped off right there. Can't really see in there, it's so dark, but I only got so many hands, guys. So, there you have it. You know, bust out some soldering stuff and get it fixed. Looks like we got it fixed. Before, the ABS light was staying solid, indicating there's a code thrown. So we're squared away now. All right, dudes, my favorite part of the day. It's lunchtime, but the lawn guys just showed up, so all that racket you hear in the background, just ignore it. It's the lawnmower running. What do you do? Before I show you the newer model problem we see, I wanted to make sure we understand how ABS works. There's a front wheel speed sensor that was just open. I had to fix that because there was a wire broken. That connector is located there from 08 to 13 only. They did move it in 2014 and later because that was a problem. Left lock with the handlebars. Every time you park your bike, that wire gets bent a little bit each time. Now those bikes have been out for a long time. It doesn't really matter mileage. It's more of an age, how many times it's been parked, how many times it gets ridden, that kind of thing. So there's a rear wheel speed sensor. This dude's like all up in my head right now. He's all up in there. There's that front wheel speed sensor, and there's a rear wheel speed sensor, and there's a vehicle speed sensor. So the bike knows what the vehicle speed is, and if it knows how fast a wheel is going, it knows when it's about to lock up. And there's a bypass valve in the ABS module, and it relieves some of that brake fluid pressure against the pads, and the wheel won't completely stop and lock up. It totally improves stopping distance in panic situations. So in the new models, when they came out with 14s, they also introduced the reflex system. And what that is it's front calipers and rear caliper linked together. Now when you hit the pedal for the rear brakes, the rear caliper is used and the left front caliper is used. When you hit the lever for the front brakes, both front calipers are used and some of the rear caliper. So if everything is stock, that's fine. It works great. 19-inch front wheel, 16-inch rear wheel, and the bike knows how fast each wheel is turning and it works. But big wheel baggers are cool. As soon as you start going 21, 23, 26, 30 inches on the front wheel, well, that front wheel calibration, it isn't correct anymore. So it constantly thinks that the front wheel is about to lock up when it's not. Now, in 14 and laters, it actually changes in the lever how much brake you can apply. So on the bike I'm about to show you, I was cruising on the road at 60 miles an hour. I mean, you know, the speed limit, over 25, that's when it is utilized, over 25 miles an hour. So when I went to hit the front brakes, it actually pushed my hand back out, which is totally creepy feeling. So I had to, the ABS light came on solid, a code was thrown. It was kind of sketchy, actually. I've never actually had it happen, I just know that it happens. So there's two fixes for the big front wheel to get everything back in calibration. I actually just found out about the wheel bearing. I'll show it to you and who makes it, along with this jumper harness that I'm about to install in the bike that, well, made me poo my pants, quite frankly. MC Baggers 30-inch wheel only bearing for wheels such as this one. That's pretty fancy stuff right there, man. That real fancy stuff. That's not how that works.
Oh no. Take my bag.
So apparently if you use one of those, you don't have to use the jumper kit I'm about to show you right now. Are you about to eat lunch?
Yeah.
So like 2 hours ago I finished putting that new radio in this bike. Got it all put together, took it for a test ride, and the ABS light stays on. Apparently the guy already knew about it and he had one of these sitting there. This is it's a correction device made by Thundermax for this 21-inch wheel he's running, make that ABS light go off. So unfortunately though, he didn't bring it to me while I still had the fairing off. He didn't even tell me about it. So guy's gonna pay a little extra money to take the fairing back off again, put this guy on and see if it works. I'll let you know how it turns out.